Hello, hello. I am so excited to bring this video tonight. It is 3 days after I have received the shot and it has completely worked. It actually worked the day after, but I was so turned upside down because that's what steroids do. They turn your days into nights and nights into days. So I just wasn't myself. I wasn't able to bring this news to you, but know that it did work immediately and the pain was gone by the next day. So I do have my shoulder back. I'm like, whew, super excited. This is good stuff. This is a nice shoulder. Now, there was permanent damage done to an already damaged shoulder. I can totally feel the difference, and the pain that's left is permanent until I can get into the operating room. And they were going to put me in the operating room in June, but now that looks like it's not going to be a possibility. They are not taking patients like me into the operating room because they want to leave it open for COVID. Because of the COVID-19 and the patients that get the coronavirus, they want to leave those operating rooms open. So that's my understanding at this point. However, the thing is this. I know that through every struggle, I am just learning something new. And God's teaching me a new lesson. And I am just so, so grateful that that time of suffering and enduring that is over. Very, very thankful beyond words. I can't even tell you. But there are many things that I did learn. And not just through having to wait 3 weeks and suffering that much for that long, knowing that it was doing more damage, but having that experience during COVID-19 and at the same time during this whole Easter season. And today it was just very powerful today. Good Friday was on my mind. I listened to a sermon from Father Mike today, and he just talked about the humanness and how, as God is being beaten and crowned with the crown of thorns on his head. We're beating him, stripping him, just this unimaginable, inhumane type of human suffering caused by humans. That in that moment of Good Friday, that it really does reflect still our brokenness and our humanness. That we have the ability to misuse power, to be vain like Peter and his vanity. He didn't want people to know that he knew Jesus. What are they going to think of me? And so Father Mike is going through all these different human characteristics that we still have. And I kept thinking about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it still represents our brokenness and our humanness today. And it made me reflect on myself. And that's why I just felt called to share this story of, I'm going to be very transparent and put myself out there and very vulnerable. Just because I feel, I don't know, I just feel a tugging to, a calling to, I don't know. So anyways, so what I saw was this, is with COVID-19 and all these people posting, oh my gosh, I'm so bored and I just want to get out of the house and I can't stand it. And in my humanness, I was getting very frustrated and angry with people, and all I could think is, how selfish are you? I have lived 29 years. This is my life of being quarantined, a prisoner in my own body, where I don't get to do all those things that you guys get bored of. I'm just thankful to be alive. And so I was building all this resentment, but I didn't want to speak it because I'm like, oh, I feel guilty for having these feelings, but I'm getting angry and frustrated with people. And I just think, God, how selfish are you, right? And then in that same moment, I was like reflecting on the crucifixion of Christ, of Good Friday, and what we did to him. And I said, but oh my gosh, am I not the same? In my humanness, in my brokenness, I'm sitting here judging. God could have done the same thing to me. Look at the suffering of my Jesus that did nothing, who's absolutely perfect, the perfect slain lamb. And he is sitting there suffering. He could turn around and say to me, Nina, You're so selfish. Why are you crying? It's just one little shoulder. Why are you crying? You actually get a shot. You don't have to carry a cross. No one's ripping your clothes off and whipping you and placing a crown of thorns on your head. But he didn't, because he loved me so much. He said, my daughter, give me your suffering and let me hold it for you. And in this moment, I am just so humbled, because all I could think is this. I saw a friend that I've met through Twitter. She's my Twitter friend. And I've just met her for a few days, but she is a complete inspiration to me, because it's like, oh my gosh, you understand me. You have walked in my shoes. And she said, she spoke it, and she felt it too. Like, I'm angry that people are complaining that they're bored when I've lived my whole life like this. I'm like, yes, I'm not the only one that is feeling like that, for those of us that have had that cross. But she turned it around and say, but then we are the professionals. Let us share the coping skills that we have learned to live this life, to help others get through it. Boom! Mind blowing. Because people, this is how God works. Through our brokenness, our humanness, this is why he died on the cross. So today I'm just so thankful for my Jesus. I'm so thankful for his forgiveness and accepting me in my brokenness. And in that, I just try to be a better person, a better Christian, and a better example of his love. So pray for me, and just whatever you do with that message, do what you got to do. And I just wanted to say happy Good Friday. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for getting me through all of this. And I am just very thankful for today. I am thankful for the blessing of being alive today. Have a wonderful Good Friday. And until next time, I'm signing off. Thank you so much.